There are so many ideas to open up this morning, but since Napoleon is with us, how do you spell hemorrhoid? Raiders. Hemorrhoid.
Oh my God. What did I start?
Let's
When
go.
did you start?
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up. I got to thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Those Seals are about as serious as the Raiders were last night.
Oh yeah!
Let's go, baby! Woo!
I think I did good on my picks this week.
Yeah, you did.
Good morning. Welcome to the Fuego Taco Tuesday edition of Snowman Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. Glad to have you with us, Napoleon. And for the second straight week.
You know, here's the thing. First off, I'm getting sick of the commissioner running over my doggone Mercedes. Okay, seriously, he is blinder than hell. But in doing so, apparently a special gold button fell out of Goliath.
Really?
Now, I had to pick that button up to figure out what it was doing, so I brought it back to the desk.
Mm-hmm.
I found some special wiring, and for some reason, when I hit it, after it spewed golden confetti, this played.
Surprise!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, sitting on top of the mountain this week in the picks alongside Vic, it is our reigning queen of the picks. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Genevieve Yoso is also here joining us today, like always.
That was beautiful.
Okay.
It would have been made even better if we had my desired song, but okay.
We'll tweak it. We'll tweak it.
I'm tweaking it. Trust me. I was just in a rush because I promised you an intro. Now then,
Yeah.
Why'd you lie to us?
Wait, who?
You.
Me?
You.
Oh,
What lie did I tell?
That you didn't know anything about making picks. You
I literally only went with like what you guys did, okay? I trust you guys. You're more experienced at this than me. You're more experienced at this than me.
But who's won 2 consecutive weeks?
Don't even ask me how. Don't ask me how.
I kind of have a feeling I know how.
I'll give you a salute. How?
How do you figure, Napoleon?
I think part of it was because she decided on some of them, sit on the fence, get the point both either way, and it involves breaking glass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She broke. She not only broke
a lot of glass.
She broke glass. She broke a guitar. She broke a whole lot of things, and yes, she's sitting on top 2 consecutive weeks. How about that?
And she
how about
and I didn't even need to backstab any friends about it.
She also managed to break my spirit.
I thought I took
by,
shots. How'd she break your
managed
spirit?
to break my, by you guys giving her that dog on camera.
Speaking of this, before we get into what happened last night on the Monday Night Football doubleheader, in which Tampa Bay raced the field to win, and we don't know what the heck was that in the second game.
Yeah.
I have a bone to pick with somebody.
Oh boy.
Do we need to push a button?
Do I need to hit a button for this one?
Yes.
Considering I was involved.
Yep. Hit it.
Oh crap.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronsexual Confessions.
I'll let Dawg set it up.
Okay, so last night I was kicking back, watching YouTube, grabbing a bite to eat, getting ready to watch Monday Night Raw when a certain somebody there's the problem child for that one.
Excuse me?
You roped me into this.
Excuse me, problem child? What am I, Mira?
We'll talk about that later. So I get roped into coming into VC. I'm thinking, okay, somebody wanted to talk to me about something. I figured it might have been business related or something. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll be right in. Give me a couple minutes. No, it wasn't. It was Glitch opening his whole entire idiotic, stupid mouth.
So what you're trying to say is...
Yes.
You had a conversation with a Bronsexual.
Yes, Don had a conversation with a Bronsexual.
I guess that's necessary.
What you mean?
Well, what I mean is this, and this actually ended up live on the end of Jen's stream because for some crazy reason, 2 nights in a row, I've shut everything down.
Oh, and I got a highlight of it all, send it over to Snowman. I asked him to edit it so it could be shown here live, but I don't know if he's done that, so it might have to wait. I don't know.
Well, you're gonna have to wait for me to get to it. Dawg, go on.
So the first words out of this jabroni's mouth, and yes, thank you, Rock, for that, was
yes.
Quote.
Oh dear God.
You can tell Snowman this. I'm tripling down. LeBron is better than Jordan. Close quote. Then
what kind of stupid are you?
There's that. And then came 6 minutes of arguing where at the end of it, I was referred to as a Jordan sexual. Michael's time with the Wizards was brought up. LeBron not needing to play defense, even though there is a Defensive Player of the Year award for obvious reasons. And for some crazy reason, this ding-dong thinking that everything could be settled on a virtual basketball court.
Oh, jeez.
Give me this camera.
No.
Yeah.
Give him the camera back.
I got you.
So you're tripling down, huh, Glitch? I'm surprised you know what a triple is.
Dude, I almost choked on my plum seed.
Good. Now you know how we feel, and I mean that kiddingly. So you're tripling down, huh, Glitch? I'm surprised you actually know what a triple is, what it stands for, and what it means. You are a nut. You are a stupid, idiotic nut. You. You. How can you say he doesn't? How can you say that the hemorrhoid doesn't need defense when he never played defense in the first place? You idiot! How can you say some of the things that you say when clearly you've been drinking Clearwater laxative?
No, do not summon that person. Do not summon that person. Do not summon Lightfoot.
How can you say some of the? How can you claim to be rational when your lips have been chapped by Daddy Joe's rawhide belts before you even open your whole mouth?
Stop! He's already dead.
How can you say some of the that you say when you don't know a thing about basketball in the first place?
Listen, idiot.
You actually think, and I mean that term very, very loosely when it comes to you, that the Lakers in current format with the hemorrhoid as their leader are going to make the
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
Just a reminder, he's the one that picked the Ravens and the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
I can dig the Eagles, but the Ravens, not a chance, especially with this guy as quarterback who's ruined everything, just like LeBron's ruined everything in the NBA for 23 years.
Okay,
now I'm tripling down. There's an award that LeBron will never have. It's called Defensive Player of the Year. Why? Because Michael actually played defense. LeBron does not play defense. Hell, LeBron can't play defense the way V Shoujo can't get any on prom night.
Oh my word!
He's playing defense. LeBron playing defense is like Niji Sanji actually being a human being and telling people what's going on. LeBron playing defense is actually like Geno Smith being a quarterback.
Hey, oi!
Jim Ross, help me here.
You're talking about the human hemorrhoid that has ruined the NBA and has made the NBA take a on itself for 23 years. Really? Man, you got about as much knowledge as Gun Run got in his life.
Yo!
Hemorrhoid. Lebron. Hemorrhoid.
That's going to be a t-shirt at some point, I feel.
Already made it.
What? I'm buying that.
What? When were you going to tell me this?
I think Don's trying to say,
Are you kidding?
When were you going to tell me this?
I don't even know why I did a high-pitched voice to that, considering the one who spelt it was Callie.
Listen, Glitch, you a we already know that.
Yeah.
And a Bodhi, goodbye and good luck.
Yeah. Meanwhile.
Don't!
That's you, Glitch. A big fat on society because you love LeBron, and LeBron is the biggest asshole in the NBA today. I'm willing to bet, Glitch, that you get less than V Shoujo and Niji Sanji put together.
Wow.
Okay, can I step in for a bit?
I'm willing to bet that. Okay.
Ooh. I think Glitch is only like what, 19 or 20 years old.
I'm kidding around with him on that aspect, okay?
I know, but like,
well, that explains a whole lot because this boy ain't seen a whole lot of basketball in his life.
Clearly, this is a guy who themes his whole avatar around Five Nights at Freddy's, people.
Yeah, well, I think he needs to take that. Yeah, pretty much.
In that case, Glitch, I'll cut you a break. You get less than my roommate.
Woof!
I'll end it here.
I'll end
it here. Get out of my. I'll end it here. Get out of my face, you thirsty.
Oh my God! Hang on. It's over. It's over. My God.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of the Bronsexual Confessions.
Okay, two things. One, when were you going to tell me you made my joke into a t-shirt?
It's not even our thing originally. We took the spelling bee idea from HoloLive.
Right, but the fact is, you're turning my joke into a t-shirt. When are we going to tell me this?
Now.
Smartass. And second off, just remember, this kid challenged me to play 2K26 to settle the debate.
Which tells you a lot you need to know about that.
Yes.
Some of the stuff holy cow. And I didn't realize he was only 19. I'd have cut back on some of the jokes I made. But then again, this is me. And I'm not holding back. I'm not holding back. I know.
Yeah, I think he's only like 19 or 20.
I think didn't he just turn 21 because he was talking about drinking at one point?
Yeah.
That explains a lot. To a break. When we come back, the Monday night doubleheader, which cost Napoleon a key point.
And an apology.
Oh, yeah.
Get that script ready. Get that background ready, boy.
You're not ready for this.
I already made the apology. I did it in pre-show, but Napoleon is actually going to spend 6 minutes doing it when we get back. Snowman in the morning.
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Oh God!
Wait! Hold on a minute. I forgot something.
What'd you forget?
I forgot to queue up something. Now I can say it. Snowman in the morning. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned. Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props, and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
You fool!
Delete! 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 Delete!
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
So everybody was asking me during the break, dude, where did all this venom come from? I don't know.
Man, I ain't seen that much venom come out since Eminem went on top of the Empire State Building.
Question: was the venom pink?
You don't want to know what color this venom was.
Oh,
I was
dear
gonna
Lord.
say if it was pink, then you can blame me because you know, Blackpink, pink venom.
You ain't taking it. You ain't taking this one. I'm taking this one.
No, you know,
You don't
pink,
know
you know, Pink Venom is the name of their song, right?
Well, I know. I am very familiar with Blackpink. I did a lot of research when you went to London. I did a lot of research when you went to London.
Go on then.
By
Which
the
of
way,
their
to my,
songs
by
is
the
your
way,
favorite?
to my old roommate, where that last joke came from, you still a and a nut and a.
I managed to get my crown on, by the way. I have 2 crowns on now.
There you go.
There you go.
How cute.
Now,
Here's one of the games that gave her the crown. Tampa Bay 20, Houston 19 on a minute 45 drive down the field in which Rashad White scored the game winner with 6 seconds left.
Yep.
Tampa Bay
Ball
was
goes Benton, Houston.
Well, you think about it. You had Nick Chubb the prior drive go 25 for a score, the longest rushing that Houston had
See,
going.
Mm-hmm.
It helps because in that game, I chose to go on the fence. I knew
Yep.
no matter who won, I was getting the point.
Yeah, here's the thing. If Houston ended up winning, you would have been solo at the top of the chart.
Yeah. And
Here's the thing. I'm still at the top spot, even if I am sharing it. But even then, I'm glad that this time I am at least sharing it with someone. So I'm not up there as the solo winner 2 weeks in a row.
Now, what do you think's going to happen this week, folks?
Yeah, watch what happens this week.
Exactly. Baker
The picks that are sure to go wrong.
You know what?
If I make
a hat trick as queen of the picks, since next week I will be part of my 222-hour stream.
Where's my hat?
Ooh,
If you record a hat trick, we're throwing the hats to center ice. There. Baker Mayfield, 25 of 38, 215 yards. Bucky Irving went quackers, in the immortal words of my friend Victor Locke. 17 carries, 71 yards. Mike Evans caught 5 for 56. Meanwhile, for Houston, C.J. Stroud, 13 of 24, 207 plus a touch. Nick Chubb went 12 carries, 43 yards, including 25 for a touchdown. And Nico Collins, 3 receptions, 52 yards plus a touchdown. Does this help Tampa Bay more or hurt Houston more?
I think it hurts Houston more, to be honest with you, because Tampa has been favored to win the NFC South.
Yeah, we all picked Tampa to win the NFC South.
Yeah,
and
this hurts Houston.
A lot of pundits pick Houston to win the AFC South, and they're down 2 games already.
Yeah, right now, looking at
By the way,
yes.
didn't Glitch pick the Texans in my Discord server?
Yes, he did.
I remember him saying about it in the chat. Now that both of the teams he bet on have lost, he lost $200
to his mom, no less.
Oops.
Now looking at this,
give me this.
Skill
Hey,
issue.
Glitch, if you want to come on and pick with us, you are invited to do so.
Not like he's going to do any better.
Just don't run away like a coward when we call you Bronsexual.
Or when we bring out the bow bow.
Oh yeah, and if you even think of running away and leaving when we bring out the bow bow, you are not going to hear the end of it.
He hears the end of it anyway.
It's like even a week later on stream. Hey, you guys remember the time that Glitch was a chicken and left the studio just because we did a bow bow together?
Oh Lord!
Neither team turned the ball over. Tampa Bay 360 yards of offense. Houston 266. 25 first downs for Tampa Bay to 12 for Houston. Tampa Bay 7 penalties, 45 yards. Houston 6 for 45. Here's the key stat, and I know Don loves highlighting this. Houston
Squiggle! Squiggle!
Squiggle, we love you for that joke.
Bring that one on screen. To be fair, losing 200 is just karma for being a LeBron fan anyway, so he basically had it coming.
Yo, we genius, Squiggle.
We've had our comment of the day. Thank you, Squiggle, for that. Here's the key stat that one of two that Don loves talking about. Houston 2 of 9 on third down. Tampa 6 for 14.
Yep.
When you get more chances on third down to keep your drive going, you're going to knock the door down and get the win.
And the other key stat, they were 2 for 3 in the red zone, whereas Houston was 0 for 2.
Ouch!
Here's another key possession. Houston had the ball 22 minutes, 51 seconds. Tampa Bay 37 minutes and 9 seconds. 37 minutes they had the football.
Hey, Don, Snowman.
Hmm?
It looks like Kenneth in the chat doesn't have any faith in me this week.
We'll deal with that Thursday and Friday.
I'm not worried about it. But looking at
Kenneth, come up here and pick with us this week then.
Looking at the rankings right now and looking at the standings, Tampa's 2-0, Atlanta's 1-1, and then you got New Orleans and Carolina at 0-2. In the AFC South, it's Indy 2-0, Jacksonville 1-1, then Houston and Tennessee at 0-2. This hurts Houston.
Wait, who's 2-0? This is where I get to show off for my wife.
That would be the Indianapolis Colts.
The Indianapolis Colts.
Doggone it.
So
and they had to walk off on Sunday. Holy cow.
Yeah, but this hurts Houston more than it helps Tampa because Tampa in the NFC South is the strong team. Let's be honest about it. New Orleans and Carolina will be lucky if they see a winning season, and Atlanta might make the playoffs depending on what else happens.
Atlanta, New Orleans, and Carolina will be lucky if they see a win. Well, Atlanta's already got a win, but the Carolina and New Orleans will be lucky to see a win. Atlanta could be a playoff team. And I stress the words could be.
It depends on what they do with Penix.
Right. Depends on how they develop Penix.
Houston now is officially screwed.
Yeah, they were already 2 games back.
Yeah. I mean,
they are already 2 games behind.
And that their schedule isn't that much easier in the next few weeks.
No, it's not.
Well, granted, they have Jacksonville and Tennessee, but after that,
but we're talking about after they got Jacksonville, they got Tennessee, then they go to Baltimore.
Yep, they go to Baltimore. They have an off week. They go to Seattle.
Then they see us.
They
on
host
October 26th, and San Francisco should have everybody healthy by that time.
Yep, and then they have Denver coming in to start November.
Ugh.
Yeah, Houston's got a problem.
Not only that, they get the doubleheader with their host Jacksonville, then they go to Tennessee, and then after that on November 20th,
Buffalo.
They get the Buffalo Bills.
And then
after that,
They're
They
on the
came
road.
to us.
They're on the road to Indy, and then they go see the defending AFC champion
City.
KC.
I think
KC hasn't been doing too hot. Every time I pick them, it's been a big old.
That's been a shock to me.
Not to me. Not to me. Half of that offense left.
Well, you'd figure, Andy Reid knows what he's doing when he's, building teams up.
You would think.
Where did this come from?
This strife in the locker room. They're still punch drunk after getting socked in the mouth by Philadelphia in the Super Bowl.
Okay, then that begs the question: will it last all season?
If they don't get their act together this coming week, then yes, it will.
So you think they're gonna have to use the Giants as a get right game?
Yep. And here's the strange thing. There's a possibility the Giants may use the Chiefs as a get right game.
No, that's true. I mean, that is the NBC game of the week for this weekend.
So is this going to be a game where we're all going to be breaking glass?
Probably.
You know what? Just for safety reasons, can we get a pregame break?
For safety reasons.
In other words, break the glass now before we have to worry about it on game day.
Oh, I mean, whatever.
Fuck off! That's sausage music.
He's talking. He's talking. He's about to whoop somebody. Shut up, Jim.
Here's the problem I see with Kansas City.
Try me.
Not only is Mahomes their leading passer, he's also their leading rusher. Big problem.
So that means they don't have a real running game outside of,
Mahomes.
quarterback sneak.
Correct.
Well, not just quarterback sneak, but the fact of Mahomes getting out of the pocket, just having to save his life.
Correctamundo.
Because let's be real.
Which tells me big problem.
Because let's be real, that front seven has been bashed up.
Oh, yeah. They've been sliced to pieces.
And it's not any easier, really, for KC coming up because, yes, you got the Giants as a get-right game, possibly, but then they host Baltimore. Then they have
so Mahomes has to deal with Lamar?
Yes.
Yep.
And the Ravens had
I'm breaking glass for that. I'm breaking glass for that game.
Now, here's the other thing. They've got Jacksonville after that for a Monday night game. That's whatever.
Yeah.
Jacksonville can go worry about Kenny Omega. Then they host Detroit.
Oh, Lord.
That could go one of two ways, especially after the last couple of weeks with Detroit.
Then they've got Vegas.
50 points and then 60 points?
Roughly. Then they've got Vegas. They've got Washington after that for another Monday night game. Then before the bye week, they're on the road in the 425 against Buffalo.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of glass breaking.
I have that same feeling. Ugh.
Yeah,
there's going to be a lot of glass breaking. There's going to be a lot of fence sitting.
And there's going to be a lot of swearing, which is why I have the buttons handy.
We're going to need OSHA and we're going to need therapy.
Yeah, but at least we do the picks on Fridays.
Yeah,
we can actually go hide after we do the picks. Speaking of the picks, after a break, Napoleon has something to say. And we got another Monday night game to break down before we give our official standings, our grades, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And when I say a whole bunch of other stuff, I mean just that.
Oh, Lord.
And this is why I was prepared when Napoleon said, I have to make an apology. And I went, oh, dear Lord, why?
Well,
you'll hear why in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, AKA Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I didn't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave Car Shield a call. Coverage was very affordable and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic, they called Car Shield and saved my family and I $2,400.
Car Shield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give Car Shield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
Car Shield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
There are so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to this edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have you all with us. It's Tuesday, 39 after the hour, 21 before the new hour. And,
oh, Lord.
Ready to laugh. Or face palm. Here's Napoleon.
Give me this camera. I have made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. I am here today to take full responsibility for my actions last night. What I did was foolish, reckless, and I don't expect to be forgiven. Last night, I made a choice that was wrong. I chose the Las Vegas Raiders over the Los Angeles Chargers, and there's no excuse for it. I was in a bad place, not emotionally, but in a bad place geographically, in Las Vegas. And that's not an excuse. I should have known better. I should have been aware of the potential hurt this would cause, and I wasn't. My loyalties were misplaced. My judgment was clouded by the allure of the black hole and the shiny new stadium. And I messed up. I'm sorry to the entire Chargers organization, to the Bolt fam, to the players, and to everyone who has ever believed in me. I made a terrible mistake. I know that I've let people down, and I am truly sorry. This is a learning experience for me, and I will do better in the future. I promise. Now give everybody back the camera. Did I just shut the show down?
I think you did.
I think I shut the show down, and we've only been on the air for 41 minutes.
Congratulations.
Okay, so then I guess on that note, have a good day. God bless.
Hold on, time.
Napoleon just did a takedown of the show, it seems like.
Lord, yes, he did.
Squiggle, I deserve that pun.
Napoleon literally just looked these two dead in the eye and he went, I don't think you're ready for the takedown.
You know what's bad? Napoleon warned us in pre-show that he had something epic planned for this apology. He warned us.
I mean,
we
saw the headlights of the train coming. We stood on the tracks like a bunch of dummies and just watched the impact.
Look, where's that?
Also, to answer your question earlier, Vic, if you're still here, yes and no. Both you and I won together this week.
Man,
yeah, overall in the combined weekly standings, Vic.
Where's that train? Where's that doggone train? Did I move it? No, I didn't. This happened.
I mean,
I can't even talk about the game now, even though the Chargers won 20-9 over a downtrodden, beat up, and I don't mean via injury either, Raider team, which Napoleon picked proudly.
And then,
in case you guys haven't seen Napoleon's picks, they are on the YouTube page, and they'll be on the Snowman Multimedia website this week because I'm catching everything up.
Just like how I also told him.
Folks, he proudly picked the Raiders.
For that, I will say this.
Yes.
You know the graphic that I was bringing up constantly because, Vicala. Replace Vicala and put my name on Infinity Trash. Infinity Trash all day. All day long, son.
You did it again.
I want you to see all this.
All this.
And if I can repeat what I told Napoleon the other week.
You may.
Give me this camera. I need to have the camera again like I did last week. Napoleon.
You got it.
Napoleon.
I'm listening.
Oh my god.
It's really, in the end, basically a skill issue.
Oh my god.
And the second half of what you told me you can't say while we're on the air.
No.
That'll come later.
Oh my god, Damien, you are so wrong.
You ain't right for that, boy. Damien, you ain't right.
Oh my god.
He ain't wrong either.
He's not wrong, but he ain't right in the head, man.
He ain't right. Damien ain't right, but looking at that statement, he ain't wrong either.
But then again, what do you expect from somebody who's part of the what is it? The Midwestern
Committee of Fair Idiocy.
Thank you.
Where?
Hey, Damien, here's where I get to pick on Damien very playfully. Hey, Damien, how about them Bears?
Oh, and another thing for Napoleon, I am so sorry to use your beloved on you, but
What kind of stupid are you?
Oh God, help me today.
I get to use a line that Napoleon used on Caleb Williams. Why are you shrinking? Get back up here and take your punishment like a man.
No.
Nah, he's doing that because I used his beloved Gura against him.
Oh, that's it.
Oh my God, today.
I am
beyond
embarrassed for what has been seen.
The Squiggle says that, I mean, he also at least made Logan Paul's apology more tolerable as it's actually proper and not just for clout. True.
Facts.
Oh my gosh.
And for me, like, what clout?
I'm
a 700 subscriber YouTuber, for God's sake.
Where do we even go from here after that?
We're gonna try something. I don't know
what would that be.
I was just saying I don't know what.
But
to take a look at the game,
if we can,
the Raiders got outgained basically 2-1.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm looking at the yardage right now. I'm looking at everything right now, stat wise.
And that was in Vegas.
Yeah, Chargers had 317 yards. Raiders 218. Raiders gave up 3 turnovers compared to Chargers only having 1. They both had 15 first downs. The Raiders were 9 of 18 on third. But here's your kicker: 0 for 3 in the red zone.
Wait a minute. Now Damien's back at it, and he's being playful. He says, "Damn, Napoleon, I just gave you a compliment. You're gonna shove the Bears in my face." Now that's cool.
I thought it was Snowman that did that, not Napoleon.
Yeah, Snowman was the one that
was
shoved
me.
the Bears in your face.
Damien, that was not Napoleon. That was me. That was me.
I mean, it's easy to shove the Bears in somebody's face when they get.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, it's easy to shove the Bears in somebody's face when they're softer than Yogi right about now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
to look at, guess who led the league in rushing this week?
Try me.
Take a guess. Take a guess.
I have no idea.
Last name Taylor.
Oh, Jonathan got himself the week lead, huh?
165 against Denver in that walk-off.
Go figure.
Mm-hmm. Ashton Genty led last night's game with 43 yards. Justin Herbert threw for 242. But
yeah,
okay, this is where I kid around with Napoleon. Shouldn't you have known that it was the Raiders?
Look, remember, the week before, I picked against the Raiders, and they surprised.
True. Very true. Very true.
So, part of why
you picked the Raiders this week.
Yes, because who knows? They could have been a surprise winner, despite the odds being stacked against them.
I mean,
very good.
Here's the thing, though, man. I might be a fan of the New England Patriots, but in certain matchups, I'm sure as hell not a dumb. And that too. And I will actually pick against them.
You know what does Don always say? I'm a homer, but I'm not stupid.
There's a t-shirt.
Thanks for the idea.
You're welcome.
So that's 2 shirts now.
Mm-hmm.
But I am definitely buying that LeBron one.
I will let you know when it's released. Matter of fact, it'll be released Friday, and I'll put the link in the chat.
You're serious about this?
Hey, you know what as well? We could actually play the clip on the air on Friday when you reveal it.
Done.
Yeah!
Oh my
Especially since Friday is unfiltered.
Oh, and that's the thing. Friday is unedited.
Friday is unfiltered, so we can play not only the hemorrhoid clip, but also that one between Dawn and Glitch.
Oh Lord!
Yeah,
the amount of
and see, Glitch don't want to mess with me. I'll say that out loud. Glitch don't want to mess with me. Johnson led San Diego with 3 receptions for 71 yards. Myers for the Raiders. How do you only get 68 yards on 6 receptions? Let's think Deets math here.
That would be because
Deets is our main football expert. So let's think Deet's numbers here. How do you only get 68 yards on 6 receptions?
Because one of the longest ones he had was 25.
Oh, that bumps the average up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
now let me ask this question, Deet style.
Okay.
How do you throw the ball 43 times and get 180 yards?
It's Geno Smith. He used everything up against New England.
That really got him.
You have to say that when I had a sneeze.
I'm just saying.
Oh, wait a minute. And Victor had a better response. Ask DJ Moore. Oops.
Again, Chicago decided to be stupid and risk, mortgage, double down,
throw away.
The rest. Throw away, yeet it away, and flush it all down the toilet. For DJ Moore.
And then,
by the way, I have something
up for QB mild sauce.
Caleb Williams. By the way, Mac Jones has more passing yards in one game than Caleb Williams has in 2 games. Oops.
Ouch. Ouch.
I may be a little bit off in that statement, but I'll say it again. Mac Jones has more passing yards in 1 game than Caleb Williams has in 2 games.
Well, let's just take a little gander here and see if we can combine everything for
okay, Williams
had
Mr.
Caleb Williams.
Caleb had, well, that may not factually be true because Caleb had 207 at Detroit, but the thing is, Mac had 272 in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So that is factually not true, but it feels that way. Swift and Rome are the 2 saving graces for the Bears. DJ Swift ain't, because they're not using him. And yeah, I heard the news this morning, Kenneth. Folks, we got to pay some homage here. Robert Redford passed away at the age of 89.
A moment of silence.
May he and James Earl Jones always make the fans come now.
Yep.
May he and James Earl Jones always build it and the fans always come. We will remember them both.
Amen to that, brother.
Combined, since I got the stats in front of me, Caleb has 417 total yards.
Okay.
But he's thrown for only 3 touchdowns.
Well, okay, there you go. He's thrown. Say that last part again to me.
This entire season so far, he's only thrown for 3 touchdowns.
Oh, you know something great? Mac Jones, a backup quarterback, threw 3 in 1 game.
Yeah, didn't he also not have a pick that game?
He did not throw a pick. The 49ers did not turn the ball over.
Caleb has one.
They had 1 turnover in the form of a fumble, but Mac threw 3 touchdowns and no picks on Sunday.
Caleb happens to have 1 interception.
Oops.
Just saying.
And that came at Detroit.
Yep.
He threw 30 times, 19 completions for 207 yards. 207. How paltry is that? Well, unless you're Geno Smith. But anyway.
Exactly.
Mac Jones threw 39 times and maxed out at 279. Exactly. Now shut up, Caleb Williams fans. Take a break. I have to step away for a moment, but when y'all get back, I have a little more of something to say about one Caleb Williams.
Oh boy.
Because he has proven that you just ain't it. And Damian, you're not going to like me for about 7 minutes. Heading into halftime. Whoa. Snowman in the morning. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the Bronze Claw.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned. Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
You fool! Delete! 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 Delete!
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning. This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, AKA Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I don't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave Car Shield a call. Coverage was very affordable and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic, they called Car Shield and saved my family and I $2,400.
Car Shield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give Car Shield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
Car Shield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
There are so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Woo! That takes care of halftime.
Yes, it does.
And there's something else we got to take care of too after the top of the hour. And I'm proud to say this: we owe y'all an ID.
This is WBWSDB Chicago. This is WJKS Indianapolis, Chicago, and the world. This is WSMMDB Indianapolis.
It's the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
For me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
He's the armchair quarterback.
Well, there's something else
we need to do. I believe it is that time now, isn't it?
But before we do,
yes,
there's something else. I want to show y'all something hilarious.
And what would that be?
Well,
besides LeBron flopping around
besides LeBron being a hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
I've had some people ask me recently where the whole Dear Bronsexuals came from.
Okay.
And it was a hilarious 35 it was a hilarious 35-second clip 2 years ago. And I made a promise that I'd show where it all started. So with that thought in mind, here it is.
Where logic and sense flies completely.
Hold up. Dear Bronsexuals, Q. Dear Facebook for allowing Bronsexuals on. Q. Dear ESPN for putting Braun. Dear ESPN for putting Braun on in 2003. Q, and Q.
Allowing them to be on the platform.
Dear LeBron James, Q for ruining the NBA. Now get the f out of my face, you thirsty hook the horse.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Dear Bronsexuals, Q. Dear Facebook for allowing Bronsexuals on. Q. Dear ESPN for putting Braun. Dear ESPN for putting Braun on in 2003. Q, and Q.
Allowing them to get on the platform.
Dear LeBron James, Q for ruining the NBA. Now get the f out of my face, you thirsty hook the horse.
Oh my God.
Oh dear Lord.
That's brilliant.
That's where it started.
Where's that meme of like the guys like starting to slow clap and then it's just
that's
you mean
that's where it started.
You mean this button, John?
That, but faster.
That's also where the false start came from. That's where the false start started. That started 2 years ago.
Yep. And it has carried on ever since.
It has.
It even made its way over into my lexicon during Dawn's intros.
And Napoleon started that ish.
Yep.
I thought you started doing all of that.
Just a moment. The one that you did was funnier because Don was about to wrap up his intro. All of a sudden,
oh, you're right. He was about to wrap it up.
Without further ado, time.
Yes. With that being said, time. I'm laying back in this chair and I'm laughing my head off. And Don, bless his heart, going, "Hey, ref, that's against the defense, not me."
It was like,
get your eyes
eventually it became, "Ref, get your eyes checked."
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Matter of fact, I believe
you got me over here screaming like I'm Tom Brady.
Oh my! You have it?
I believe I have it.
That's a way
Look, my name.
Was that with Alistair?
That was Alistair.
That was
the start of one of your long streams.
Not even I will make that joke, even though it's too easy.
Oh, God help me! It's Thursday then.
Muppets.
That joke was the joke I had in mind was easier than Tuukka Rask's glove in Game 6.
Get the fuck out of my studio, oh cocktail.
Oh, we forgot to censor that.
Yeah, you forgot to censor that.
I did.
To our radio
to the radio partners.
We apologize to all of our radio partners. There it is.
Go on now. Thank God. Can I finally do this?
Yes.
Thank you. With all of that being said,
Time. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Get your eyes checked. It was on the defense, not me. Like I said, I'm over here sounding like Tom Brady.
Before or after the football got deflated?
Both. Or should I say before or after Tuukka Rask had a hole in his glove on a 95-mile-an-hour slap shot from Dave Bickle. Or Dave Bolin, rather.
I think I killed him.
No, that happened this morning.
I killed him.
That happened earlier this morning. Yeah. All right. There's a pretty redhead waiting for us. And she's going to break down the WNBA playoffs. I'm talking about playoffs. You kidding me? Even that has made its way into Discord. Don't ask me how. Here's Allie. You know that when even Allie is shaking her head at our craziness. Good morning, Allie. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous. Look at all the people we have on here. Hello, beautiful people. How are you today?
We're good. We're good.
Apparently, I'm getting roasted 29 ways from Sunday, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Hey, I got roasted earlier. I made the idiotic pick of the Raiders over the Chargers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand it, but hey, this is a new week. This will be week 3.
And Damien, Chicago Bears over Detroit.
Let's just say that the Trustman era in Chicago is back. I haven't seen scores like that, like what happened in Detroit on Sunday. Since then, the words that came out of my mouth were, my child, even at 20, should not have heard them. So it was.
That means it'd be perfect for Friday when we make our picks.
Oh yeah. What happened? I cannot. just because Jalen Johnson isn't in the lineup, we fall apart? We give up 52 points? I mean, yes, Dan Campbell, great Detroit Lions head coach. I mean, okay, so they almost made the Super Bowl last year. That's no goddamn excuse.
My job's already happened, and here we are 3 minutes in. Good night, everybody.
You know it. Sorry, FCC.
We already had to apologize to the radio partners once, so.
They were pathetic. They were so pathetic. Where is Caleb Williams? He is not the quarterback of the future. If he's going to stay like this, it ain't happening. I mean, he looked worse in week 2 than he looked in week 1. We had faith for about 3.5 quarters, and look it, fell apart. End of game.
Mm-hmm. Since then, and I mentioned this stat yesterday. Since the end of the third quarter against Minnesota, the Bears have given up 73 points.
Yes. It's like, what the hell are you thinking? What are you thinking? Where is all of that team unity and all that offense that Ben Johnson promised? I mean, I think it's scary for him as well.
Training camp.
I think all of that went the way of the Blues Brothers and that Dodge they had. Out the window.
We need to put on a benefit concert for them. Let's.
Speaking of the Blues Brothers, I am reminded of a line from the Blues Brothers that applies to Ben Johnson and his staff. We're on a mission from God.
Yeah, well, I think the mission is failing miserably.
Send the entire team back to 2-a-days. Because they got to learn the fundamentals if they're going to be able to play the game right.
Hey, especially after this cat. Do not say that F word. Do not say fundamentals around here.
You can't say fundamentals around here, especially. And I keep Allie out of this group name, especially given the Midwest Committee of Bear Idiocy that sees all kinds of red roses and hope and doesn't bother to look at the real numbers that come their way. Allie, am I telling a lie here?
You are telling the absolute truth, Snowman. You are telling it. You're telling it like it is.
Am I? What do I always say? I'm the lie.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm looking at the line score here: 14, 14, 10, and 14 in the Sunday game. They held the Lions once to one field goal. That came in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
You turn that into a touchdown. It's 56 points. which means. Oh my gosh, 10 touchdowns in 5 quarters.
It's ridiculous.
You allow Goff to go for 334. Jahmyr Gibbs gets 94 on the ground. Amon-Ra St. Brown, which some Bear fans that I know personally put him down, and I'm thinking, why are you doing that? He goes off 9 receptions and 115 yards.
Mm-hmm. It is literally the worst performance I've seen since the Trustman era. I have, and that's taken in a lot.
And I remember Trustman. He was an offensive coordinator for the 49ers once upon a time, and he was praised after he took the role that Mike Shanahan vacated.
Yeah, right.
Mark Trestman became the OC for 3 years. Niners league in scoring and in offensive yardage. They were top 3 in offensive yardage. Then Trestman went to Canada and then came back to the Bears, and we all know what happened there. Everything fell apart.
Worst 2 years of our lives. And this felt very much like that. Greg and I were watching the game together, and he was we're both getting over serious chest colds right now. And he lost his voice. And It was that bad, and I don't see how they're coming back from this.
They're not. The only with the people up top, okay, means Ryan Poles has got to go.
Yes,
he shouldn't have never been. Ryan, I said this. I said this once. Allie agreed with me. Victor agreed with me, but the Midwest Committee didn't. I'll say it again, and I've been proven. Ryan Poles is a puppet.
Yeah, he is. He's a puppet of the McCaskies, of George McCaskey. And I don't know. The biggest issue that I have with the McCaskies is that they always look the wrong way when you're providing guidance on how you want your team to come together. The last time that anybody had any influence outside of say Virginia was when her father was founding the team. He was the one who wanted Mike Ditka. Nobody else did. And since the old man died, there's just been a whole lot of mediocre. Now that says something when you've had this whole lot of mediocre.
I go back to one game which defines this current era of the Bears, which has now lasted 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
They had Green Bay in their house for the NFC Championship in 2010. Mm-hmm. There was so much hype surrounding this game, and then all a broken Aaron Rodgers did was walk the Packers right down the field, stick it in the end zone, and since then they got socked in the mouth and kicked in the rear end, and they haven't recovered. They have not recovered since a half healthy Aaron Rodgers walked down the field. And remember, Aaron Rodgers didn't play the week before. He didn't play in the divisional round.
Yeah,
but he comes back for the NFC Championship and walks down the field on you. Nah, I'm more than embarrassed.
The only thing more embarrassing than the Bears is the Chicago Sky.
Oh, Lord. That's where we really get started with this segment, folks.
I sat through 6 hours of exit interviews last week after the end of the Chicago Sky's season. And I wrote down a few very pithy quotes from Jeff Paglioccia. And I was astounded at some of the things he said. I don't doubt his heart, as he said. I pour my heart and soul into this job every day. Now, I have no doubt that Jeff does precisely that every day. When you have a team that doesn't work, there's a thing that you do, and that's you try to figure out what went wrong and why, and then you work on fixing it.
Yep.
However, his answers, to my mind, were wrong. And I quote directly, "We think Tyler's the man for the job." That's okay. That's his first mistake.
I'm sorry, what? This idiot still believes in Tyler?
What?
That's what he said at his exit press conference. We think Tyler's the man for the job.
Victor, we need you here to hear this. He still thinks Tyler Marshall's the man for the job.
He's an incredible human being. That's a direct quote from Jeff. Great at building relationships. One of the brightest young coaches in this league. So much I'm grateful for. Glad that he's here.
Glad that he's here.
Glad that he's here. I mean, he's a very friendly guy. He is great at building relationships, but that doesn't mean he's a great coach. clearly, it doesn't
translating on the floor.
No,
it's not translating where it's supposed to translate, on the floor.
Right. He's supposed to give them the killer instinct. Frankly, I think being a nice guy does not necessarily mean that you're going to be a champion in another year.
Exactly.
I mean, James Wade had a lot more talent to work with, I think, during his time there. He too was a nice guy, but he also had, he knew how to work with talent and bring the best out in them. And I think that's one problem. Everybody in the interviews, and I have to say that Angel Reese and Ariel Atkins did not attend those exit interviews. Apparently they were unavailable, and
which means
they would be scheduled at a later time.
Which tells me they're both out of there.
That's very possible. The problem being that they're hinging a lot of next year on the fact that they have this new practice facility that's being built in Bedford Park. And the thing is that was one of the things that Angel Reese had talked about in terms of her willingness to come back here and do anything for the team. And the thing was that tomorrow they're actually having a ceremony, a dedication ceremony in Bedford Park for this facility. What Angel had been vocal about, even in previous discussions throughout the year, had been that she doesn't like taking showers with the community, which is what happens at Sachs Recreation Center. That is a public recreation center in Deerfield. It's not close to her house in Burr Ridge, let's put it that way. And it's just, it was inconvenient. They had to schedule practices around every other team that wanted to practice there. And it was like being in high school again, It's or on a travel team in high school. You have to find for a professional WNBA team, they are putting a lot into this practice facility. If I'm able, I'm going to try and go down there tomorrow and talk about it. And they said that the questions would be limited to nothing but the practice facility.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, you know why they put that stipulation in. That's obvious.
Well, yeah. They're not going to talk about, Angel Reese or, whether Tyler Marsha's coming back or not. They're just not going to do that. And yeah. And so it'll be interesting. He said that Jeff said at the interview, he was asked about new ownership, how the ownership had showed its commitment to building the Sky into a great organization. And he said, well, you see all the new resources like the new practice facility, and he thinks that he sees it in the way they care about the day-to-day things. And they leave him, they don't get really involved in the minutia. And he believes that the investment in better players will be there moving forward. He said that they do have an absolute need to improve the roster.
Yeah.
And so I think their hearts may be in the right place, but it remains to be seen if the decision-making processes they go through really are going to be effective for the team.
Right.
I'm not convinced. And I would be happy to see that if they make this practice facility investment, that or try and get a seasoned coach who knows how to take someone to the promised land, which is the playoffs, there and to a WNBA championship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing any of that right now.
I'm not seeing it either. We all talked about this off the air, that Chicago doesn't have, what's the word I use? Direction.
Yeah.
There is no direction with this team. Go ahead, Shane.
There's no identity. I mean, the fact of the matter is this team has been all over the place the last couple of years. And Jeff even said it himself in one of the exit interviews that Angel has had 2 good years here. Until he hears otherwise, he's on the team. But there's rumors flying everywhere that he will be traded. So the question is, how much of an identity can a team have if there's a plan A and a plan B, and you're not sure which way you're going?
Yeah, that's a very good point, Shane. It's going to be an issue until, first of all, Angel is going to be, essentially not quite a free agent, but people around the league will pay a lot of good money for her. She wants to know that the team is going to be really investing in the team and in allowing her and Camilla to do their thing.
You need to get a low post coach there.
Yes.
Allie, you have said this Allie has said this on this program for 2 years. If you want Angel and Carmilla to succeed, you better bring somebody in that knows the low post.
Yes.
Yeah. Because they're playing too far out of position. They're playing too far away from where they need to be. And when they get caught at the top of the floor, say against a team like Golden State that loves to swing the ball around, they are caught napping too many times.
Exactly. They are, I think that's one of the reasons why she sat out the last 3 games. I mean, I think the back injury was a nice cover, but I honestly believe that until the management actually does something in those areas, they're not going to have Angel next year. Camilla also said, Tyler's a nice guy. We like him building relationships. But, she too is kind of sick of the situation. And together they could be a real force. But they need the right leadership, as we're all saying here. They need to have someone who knows how to direct and guide them and give them an actual mission.
Did you say mission? Did you say
mission?
She said mission.
I said mission.
We bring Allie aboard, and the first thing she does is that she too yells out a cuss word like mission, like we yell out with fundamentals. But you gotta love it. Let's take a quick break to honor our stations here. When we come back, more with Allison Moran. This is Snowman in the Morning. We're back in the Deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the Bronze God.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned. Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
You fool!
Delete! 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 Delete!
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
I couldn't tell you what in the all types of blue hell.
Welcome back to this Tuesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. And yes, we're rocking it old school, which means there's a piece of business called an ID.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
For me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
This is KS, Indianapolis, Chicago, and the world.
34 after the hour, 25 before we get up out of here. Allison Moran is with us for the second half of the Token Female Takeover. Upstairs to Shane.
Now, my big thing before we move on dealing with Angel Reese is, and I think this is going to be the biggest question for a lot of teams, who's really going to invest in her when she doesn't invest in the team or herself? Yes, she's had flashes of brilliance, but you don't buy a lighter for it to flick on every 3 or 4, sparks. She needs to have some sort of consistency to make the value worth it. And so the question is, who's going to take that risk?
And I'll couple that with what I've said a lot that we've all have said before, and we all have talked about it. Her last great game was at LSU when she had 17 points and 20 rebounds, oddly enough, against Iowa, a game they lost by 7. The next best game she's had close to that was a comeback victory against the Indiana Fever for the Chicago Sky when she scored 15 in the fourth quarter and wound up with 25 for the game. Since then, what's been her best game? Which leads back to Dawg's question: who's going to take all that responsibility? Who's going to take that on when she doesn't even take responsibility for herself or her game?
That's a really good question. I could see her in the lineup at Dallas, for one. I could really see her fitting in well there. I could see her being the final cog of the piece at the LA Sparks. I would say that those two teams are hurting for somebody like Angel and her. And I mean, she could be paired with Paige Beckers or Kelsey Plum, and they would be a very, very potent offense for any team. She would be the cog in helping them overcome their difficulties this year, and why they're they're both lottery teams. And I could see that they would fit into that scheme pretty nicely. I think the mistake that the Sky made with her was trying to put her in a position that she had no business being in. They took her out of her comfort zone. They were working on improving certain parts of her game while also expecting her to be the same person underneath the basket that she has been forever and ever. And I think that kind of duality messed her up the same way that it messed up Michael Jordan in his sophomore season. And it was, there was such a huge problem with that. The other thing that I think, that the Sky erred in was in, and it is more concerning for me for Angel as a person, is she needs, if she is a leader on a team, she needs to be the leader. She can't be she can't be the one to score all the points. She's had this issue for this season that I noticed, that it's either the Angel show, the Angel Camilla show, or nothing at all, and that's a problem.
And you brought that up before the first game of the season, because when we did Allie's notes, the first thing she said that concerned her, it concerned every Sky fan that took a look at the opening game with a critical eye, they wanted Angel to run the point. Immediately, Allie jumped out of her skin and went, "Why?"
Yeah.
And you saw the end result.
Yes.
A 35-point blowout when Angel, after the first possession of the game, and Dawg, you were there with me riding shotgun.
Yep.
Victor was there as well. First possession of the game, they had Angel run the point. It turned into a near 24-second violation. Indiana came down and immediately splashed home a 3, and they were off to the races. That was that.
That's it. Yeah. And it's scary to watch stuff like that as a Chicago Sky fan. And I have no argument with anything of what you just said. The concerns that I have is, how do you go on from a team that you have openly criticized in a very big way, got a suspension? I mean, if you have an argument with your boyfriend, you might try to work it out, but in a long-term relationship, I would say that openly dissing somebody really does signal the end of a relationship.
I tend to think that this is the end.
And I mean, the fact is that the team suspended her for those comments. That tells you right there that the team's fed up with it. So again, this leads into the fact of who's going to try to take her on and take on not just the personality, but the brand recognition that she has.
Go. Yeah.
English EXT failed.
I think that we may have seen the last of Angel, to be honest with you. Now, here's another scenario though, buddy, and that is, if the Sky say part waves with Tyler Marsh, and they come to Angel and they say, Angel, what's it going to take for you to stay? You're our best scorer. What's it going to take? Is it going to take, you being the leader of the team? We want to build around you. We want you to know that you're valued to us. That would feed the ego of one Angel Reese, and I think that would be helpful to her. I think that the Sky is not going to have so many draft picks in next year's WNBA draft that they can afford to lose Angel.
Right.
Napoleon
talked about this offline with us. What is Angel going to choose to feed? Is she going to choose to feed her team, or is she going to choose to feed her ego?
Yeah. And either is possible. She needs good guidance. She needs to listen to her gut. As it turned out with the Bulls, Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson worked out a deal where he fed the ball to more people, therefore signaling a better and more strengthened team and a better championship mentality. Now that does
John Paxson.
Exactly. Bring an outside shooter next year.
Yeah,
that would solve so many issues.
Not only would it solve so many issues to take a lot of pressure off of her back, it would give them a few more points. Because we're scoring teams in the league, especially when they played better teams. When they played teams above them, they couldn't put the ball in the basket. Now they got lucky beating Minnesota twice. They got beaten Los Angeles, but on a consistent basis, they could not put the ball in the bucket.
Yeah. That's exactly right. And wasn't one of those when Fee was out?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. And it happened to be one of those, flash in the pan, great moments for the Chicago Sky. But that said, who's number one? Who's seeded number one in the playoffs?
That would be the Minnesota Lynx.
Yes.
And the Lynx wasted no time with Golden State hanging 101 points on them. Game 2 tonight. What have you seen so far in the playoffs? What's the story that you have?
Well, first of all, the Lynx demonstrated why they are the number one seed against the Golden State. Now, Golden State has had a wondrous season. You haven't seen any team who has come so prepared and so wonderful. And, all hail to Natalie Nikhazy for what she's done over the last year.
Coach of the year, and there's no doubt in my mind she's the coach of the year.
She is, yes, I hands down. The thing is that they do not have the experience to go. Yeah. Now, their game tonight is in.
It's in San Francisco.
I'm sorry, it's Wednesday, and
I was about to say, boss. I hate to correct you, but the game tonight is Dream Fever and Aces Storm.
Okay,
say that again.
Aces Storm.
Aces Storm in the night.
Seattle.
It's Dream Fever.
Dream and Fever
in India.
And let's stick with the Fever, even though this may be the last game of the year because Indiana's playing so shorthanded. Yeah, I can tell you from experience, Gainbridge Fieldhouse is going to be loud.
Yep,
it's going to be loud tonight, and that crowd alone to answer Damien's comment, that crowd alone just may carry him back to Atlanta for Game 3. They're ready.
It's possible, but here's the deal: is that if you don't have Aaliyah Boston playing at her top form, or Kelsey Mitchell,
it's going to be a 2-game sweep.
It shall be.
If you don't have Mitchell or Boston playing at the top of their game, and in the second half, Atlanta did such a good job dismantling that Indiana defense and getting Boston away from the basket. And defensively, they flipped the switch on Kelsey Mitchell and took the ball out of her hand. Kelsey needs the ball. Kelsey needs the ball in her hands. She needs the ball in her hands for 40 minutes tonight.
Yes, absolutely. And also, Boston needs to watch her foul count, because she was subbed out with her 5th foul in game 1, and Indiana was still within striking distance. They trailed by 8 with about 9 minutes to play, and by the time she checked back in, the Fever trailed by 14 and never got within single digits again. And playing Brianna Turner ain't gonna make it. They made Indiana stagnant, and Turner can't handle the ball, wasn't a threat to score. I mean, it's just going to be that Aaliyah has got to play 48 minutes of basketball.
And to borrow from the late great Jim Durham, every time Brianna Turner touched the ball, they sent a posse after her.
Yeah.
Ready.
That's right.
They sent a posse after her and she wasn't ready. So they play team ball tonight and let the crowd carry him back to Atlanta for Game 3. Meanwhile, there are the Las Vegas Aces.
Oh my God.
There's A'ja Wilson. They won 17 in a row if you count their playoff win, and they too had a 100-point game. Now
102-77 to be exact.
Now they just got to go to Seattle and blow them out again, and I see another 100-point game for the Aces. These girls are unstoppable.
That's for sure. Now the thing is that Becky Hammon and the Aces have never lost a first round game ever.
Nope.
Okay. They have the primary experience necessary. They also have A'ja Wilson in top form and the defensive player of the year, at least, if not the MVP. We've got some competition in Alyssa Thomas and a few others. And so I'm expecting that this is going to be a blowout. Think of this. They have won they've won 6 consecutive postseason games against the Storm, and dating to a 3-1 series win in the 2022 semifinals. So we're talking about a 3-year history where they've been unstoppable. If you look at Becky Hammon, my God, those eyes are wild. Every second she wants to prove that last year was an anomaly. She wants to prove that she is the coach of all time. I do not see Seattle, God bless them for their revitalization and their turnaround this season. God bless them. Happy to see them in the playoffs. Happy to know sayonara until next year.
Well, 17 straight wins, 18 tonight.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 18 tonight, 16 to close the season, and 2 in the postseason is going to take care of that. Even though I know Seattle's going to be loud in the Climate Pledge Arena, aka Key Arena. And for those of you NBA old schoolers like Allie and I remember, When it was Key Arena before that, it was the Seattle Center Coliseum.
That's right.
Which only sat 14,000. Now it seats 18,000.
That's right. Yeah, it's phenomenal. And it's exciting as well. I cannot wait to see what happens tonight. But again, this was the rebuilding year for Seattle. So, with the absence of Jewel Lloyd, with everything that's happening, I think that it's going to be very easy to see the Las Vegas Aces back in the fray. Not so certain is number 4 Phoenix Mercury against number 5 New York Liberty, who had the only overtime game this during game 1.
Now, Sabrina Ionescu mad?
Yeah.
Don't make Sabrina mad.
Sabrina's not pretty when she's mad.
Because if you make Sabrina mad, the overtime period happened in New York.
That's exactly it. Now, here's the big question, and all of us media members are on the edge of our seats to know if Breanna Stewart will be able to play. And tomorrow night, game 2 at home, and we'll see. She had an MRI yesterday, and I think smartly for the team, raising of blood pressure for every media manager across the coasts. They are not going to release that information. She's listed as a game time decision. And the thing is, though, I think that as much as the Mercury has improved this year, as much as they've been a good team, I really believe that New York has got this one, whether or not Breanna Stewart plays. If they could push to a game, go ahead.
Thomas and company, good luck winning in New York.
Yeah.
I had to say, good luck winning in New York. In fact, the queen here next to you picked New York to sweep the series.
Interesting. Well, it's entirely possible. I'm seeing that. If not, Ella the elephant is going to run on the court and mow down a few of the players, and I think that'll be that for the Liberty. And I just think that the biggest concern I have is who is going to step up. Who's going to step up? Now, there are a few. There's Kennedy Burke, who's a possibility. Izzy Harrison, Nyara Sabali. Yep, I love to see that matchup. Sister against sister, Satu Sabali versus Nyara, and I'm looking forward to that. If Stewart is unavailable for tomorrow's game, we will go ahead.
Kennedy Burke, I believe, is going to be the wild card for New York.
She is. Yeah, most definitely. She is going to be great. Let's see too about Natasha Cloud. Natasha Cloud was huge in the game 1 victory. She got she had 23 points and 9 field goals were the most that she's hit since joining New York. So I'm looking at a true blood game for tomorrow night. I feel it strongly, which the Liberty is going to win.
And Liberty's out for blood, and we got to get the heck out of here. Allison Moran joining us as she does every week with the Token Female Takeover. Thank you, Allie, so very, very much. We love you, and we'll talk to you next week.
Love you too. Have a great week, guys.
Thank you. Before we get the heck out of here, let me do two things. One, I know there's a note we didn't get to with Allie. We were running out of time. And let me answer this with Damien. People got to always criticize Angel like she's not doing her best. I'll stop you there. She is, but she isn't. I'll let y'all think about that. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope y'all are too. And thank you, Napoleon, for that apology. That will become a short later. We're out of here.
Boy.
See you tomorrow. By the way, Damien, who's in the playoffs and who ain't? That would be the Indiana Fever. A final ID.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
Now we're out of here. See you tomorrow.